Imagine the scene. You stand face to face with someone who wants to destroy you, not tomorrow, not later, but now. There is no backup coming, no exit behind you, no miracle on the horizon. In this moment, everything collapses into a single truth: the real battleground is not out there. It is inside your mind. Fear tightens your chest. Your heartbeat climbs into your throat. Your instincts scream for escape. But another possibility emerges. The possibility of being calm, unshaken, untouched by the noise of danger, as still as a mountain under a violent storm. The Stoics believe that a person who controls their inner world cannot be conquered by the outer one. In the next few minutes, you will learn how to stay calm in any confrontation, not by chance, but by choice. The ancient Stoics understood conflict better than most. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire in chaos, yet wrote about keeping a mind clear and ready. Seneca lived under a violent emperor, yet taught that no insult or threat could disturb a person who commanded their own thoughts. Epictetus, once a slave, reminded his students that a free mind cannot be intimidated. Their teachings are not abstract philosophy. They are practical tools for pressure, intimidation, and psychological warfare. They show you how to remain composed when everything around you is designed to break you. If you learn these principles deeply, you will walk into any confrontation, emotional, verbal, or physical, with the quiet confidence of someone who cannot be rattled. Principle 1: Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. The Stoics taught that ego is the first enemy. The moment you take things personally, you become reactive and blind. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that insults mean nothing unless you assign meaning to them. When you detach from your ego, the attack loses its sharpness. In confrontation, detachment is power. Instead of reacting, you observe. Instead of defending, you analyze. The person who remains emotionally neutral always holds the advantage. Remember, the situation is not about your worth. It is about your control. The one who stays calm owns the field. Principle 2: Fixation is the path to defeat. The Stoics warned against rigidity. Seneca wrote that a wise person adapts to circumstances as a sailor adjusts to the wind. When you cling to a single outcome, you become predictable. Predictability is vulnerability. Release fixation, and your mind becomes fluid. You begin to see angles others miss. If someone expects anger, offer silence. If they expect resistance, shift your stance. Flexibility disarms an opponent long before the conflict peaks. Rigidity is fear wearing the mask of strength. The Stoic is not rigid. The Stoic is water, and water wins by flowing around obstacles, not by smashing into them. If these ideas resonate with you and you want to strengthen this mindset a little more each day, consider subscribing to Stoic Spring. By joining, you build the habit of protecting your inner peace and growing in maturity. A practice that compounds into real calm when it matters most. Principle 3: There is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Epictetus taught that the only thing under your control is your response. Everything else has countless paths and countless possibilities. A confrontation is not a narrow tunnel. It is a landscape with multiple elevations and exits. Sometimes strength is speaking with precision. Sometimes strength is waiting. Sometimes strength is walking away entirely. Withdrawal is not weakness when it preserves your advantage. In arguments, silence can drain an aggressor faster than shouting ever will. In negotiations, small concessions can position you for greater victories later. When you understand that there are always alternatives, you stop playing inside your opponent's frame. You stop reacting. You begin designing. Principle 4: From one thing, understand 10,000 things. The Stoics studied human nature with brutal honesty. They believed that once you understand the roots of human behavior, you can predict the branches long before they grow. Most confrontations follow familiar patterns. Anger often hides fear. Insults often hide insecurity. Dominance often hides a collapsing sense of control. When you recognize these patterns, you stop being surprised. And when nothing surprises you, nothing destabilizes you. Calm becomes natural because the storm is no longer unexpected. If you pay attention to tone, posture, hesitation, and intensity, people reveal more than they intend. This awareness gives you an invisible advantage, foresight. And foresight is the birthplace of composure. Principle 5, you fight the way you train. The Stoics trained their minds the way warriors trained their bodies. Marcus Aurelius rehearsed adversity so he would never be caught off guard. Epictetus made his students practice restraint in conversation so they could remain composed under pressure. Calm is not luck. Calm is conditioning. If you never train your mind to stay steady when annoyed, how will it stay steady when threatened? If you panic when inconvenienced, how will you remain rational in real conflict? Every confrontation, mild or severe, is training for the next one. When someone provokes you and you respond with steadiness, you sharpen your discipline. When someone pressures you and you choose to breathe instead of react, you reinforce your command. Self-control is a weapon that removes the need for all others. Master yourself, and the confrontation is already over. The essence of Stoic confrontation is simple: the world cannot shake a person who does not shake themselves. If you stop taking things personally, you become untouchable. If you stop fixating on outcomes, you become unreadable. If you embrace multiple paths, you become strategic. If you recognize patterns, you become difficult to deceive. If you train your mind daily, you become unbreakable. Most people live in reaction, not in choice. They collapse under pressure because they never learn to face it with intention. But in a world full of people who react, the one who remains calm is the one who wins. So the next time someone challenges you, do not rush. Do not tremble. Do not shrink. Simply breathe. Because the moment you stay calm, the confrontation is already yours. Thank you for watching. If you want to keep growing in wisdom and inner strength, subscribe to Stoic Spring. Your life improves the moment you build the habit of protecting your peace and expanding your maturity. I'll see you in the next one.